So today I want to show you how to make a future bass drop, or how I made this future bass drop. So let's hear the end result. Alright, so the most important thing is the Sint. So let's start off with the Sint. So I use Silent 1 for this one, and it sounds like this. Now let me show you guys the MIDI notes. Alright, so this one is in the key of C major. Now we've got like an F major 9. We've got a short E minor 7 and a D minor 7, D minor 9. Right, so we got 3 chords and then these repeat, and then we've got an A minor 9 at the end. So if you don't know how to make chords, watch my video on how to music theory. I'll link that on the screen. It's a really good video which will get you started with how to make chord progressions. Now let's move on to the Sint design, right? So in Silent 1 we started off with a tri-wave, 3 tri-waves, and they're not even detuned, right? So then we've got like 1 octave, 1 plus octave, the same thing, tri-waves, 3 tri-waves. And then we've got this cutoff thing which I automated. So I went here into generators, found Silent 1 here and selected the cutoff, filter A cutoff, and we automated that. If you don't know how to automate Silent 1, watch my video on how to automate Silent 1, I'll link that on the screen. So this is our automation clip. So you can see the cutoff knob moving, so this is the knob which I automated, right? And then, as you may have heard, there's another thing which is automated. It's this pitch bend gain thing, which makes it vibrate. It's like here. So you can see it moving. And I also increased it towards the end to give it that like vibrating sound, to give the synth some more like dimension and depth. Alright, so the next thing we did with the synth was like extreme side chaining. Alright, so we did that with the stereo enhancer. The Fruity Stereo Enhancer. It's like a default Fruity plugin. You right click on volume here and create automation clip, and then you can draw your automation, make this like extreme dubsteppy sound. Right, so we've got our kick and the synth is sidechained to it. And the kick is the default club kick, which you can find here. Not sure where, but it's like a FL Studio default one. I think it's the dance. Yeah, it's this one. So we've got our claps and snaps. Yeah, the snap is like limited, compressed, and it's got a bit EQ to make it louder. The claps are just like default. I didn't do anything to them. Now next we've got our bass. Our bass is pretty simple. It's like an 808 style bass. Sounds like this. So this is how it looks inside Silent 1. Just a sine wave and a tri wave. They're detuned a little bit, and they're detuned to -1 octave. And if you're doing an 808 style bass, you have to use distortion just like a little bit. Next we've got our arpeggios. It's just an F major 7th chord, and then I changed the highest note to like a lower note. And then at the end we've got an A minor. No, I didn't tell you the BPM, so I use 59 beats per minute. Now you can do that at like 118, I think. That's a double tempo. So I'm not sure why I used 59. I could have used 118, but I didn't. I guess wanted something slower to begin with. And we've got this bubbles effect synth. It's a preset that I made from sine waves, as you can see, and that bubbly effect is basically like a delay. Yeah, delay and chorus and reverb and all sorts of things. So what do we have next? We've got a few of those vintage samples here. I like these vintage samples, they're like really vintage. And this one is classic. I love this one. Now I obviously put some reverb to all of those, as you can see, and I EQ them a little bit to make them louder. Now that's it for the drums and the synths. Now the next like interesting thing I did was I used like a cassette noise sample that I found online. Someone posted it up, like I don't know where I found it, but it was like a free sample. And I made an uplifter from it. Originally it sounded like this. Yeah, I added some reverb, and then I like side-chained it to the kick. I did this thing, like a simple uplifter thing. You can watch my video on how to make an uplifter if you don't know how to do that. And I sliced some of it like and sampled it in the main part of the drop here. And then I used some like vocal samples. I'm not sure which one. I think it's called Siren by Vila. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So it's the Brett sample. So I sliced it up. So I sliced that from like, it was like a vocal melody, and I just sliced the Brett out of the sample, and I used just the Brett. We've got another one, and this one. Right, so these are the two vocal samples which I used, and I panned the breath. Let's hear. Now I did the same thing with the hi-hat. I panned it left and right. Didn't show you the hi-hat, I forgot about it. Right, so these are the individual elements that I did. And then we've got like something that I did on the master, like some of the automation stuff. Basically it's just this effect from the beginning, like an EQ. And here it switches off. Yeah, so the EQ and the reverb. So I automated this wet knob. And that also switches off here, so we just got the normal song playing from here. Now that's pretty much it. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these videos. I really enjoy doing this future-based drop tutorial, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do more of these. And I think I'm gonna make this into a full song. So thanks for watching, and see you in a new video.